Ladies, hear this message today. God is speaking directly to your heart. He is saying, get ready for the jackpot. Not just any jackpot, but the divine overflow that you have been praying, working, and waiting for. You see, God's timing is perfect, and He does not operate on human calendars. What you have been sowing in tears, in dedication, and in faith is about to yield beyond your imagination. The jackpot God speaks of is not merely material wealth. It is the alignment of your life with His purpose. It is the breakthrough in your relationships, the expansion of your influence, the restoration of your peace, and the release of your hidden potential. It is every area of your life being activated for greatness. God is not just rewarding your effort. He is honoring your faith, your patience, and your obedience. But preparation is essential. The jackpot does not fall into an unprepared hand. God is calling you to prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit. Get rid of limiting thoughts, cultivate faith, and embrace a mindset of expectancy. Remove fear, doubt, and procrastination. Align yourself with God's principles. For when the divine jackpot comes, it must be received with wisdom and integrity. Remember, divine blessings often arrive in forms that are beyond what you can see or imagine. Opportunities, favor, and divine connections may present themselves suddenly. When God says get ready for the jackpot, He is inviting you to step into your full potential, to embrace the opportunities, and to walk confidently in the authority and favor that is yours. So, woman of destiny, lift your eyes, strengthen your faith, and prepare yourself. Guard your vision, cultivate gratitude, and step boldly into the season that God has prepared for you. The jackpot is coming, and it is more glorious than you have ever dreamed. God is not just calling you to receive it. It's time to rise and claim what is rightfully yours. Divine timing is one of the most misunderstood principles in life. Many people rush, they hurry, they try to force outcomes, believing that if they work hard enough or push long enough, success will come on their schedule. But the truth is that God's timing is never early, and it is never late. It is always perfect. There is a rhythm and a season to everything, and understanding this principle is what separates those who experience breakthrough from those who continue to struggle in frustration and disappointment. When God has a plan for your life, it unfolds in a way that is orchestrated for maximum impact. Just because you have not seen results yet does not mean that God has forgotten you. Often, the delay is not a denial, it is a preparation. While you wait, He is aligning circumstances, opening doors, connecting people, and developing within you the strength, wisdom, and character required to handle the blessing when it arrives. Many women make the mistake of trying to shortcut the process, but rushing can lead to missed opportunities or blessings that are not fully realized. True understanding comes when you recognize that waiting is a part of receiving, and patience is an essential element of faith. Consider this: a seed does not grow overnight. You may plant it, water it, nurture it, but it must go through stages. First, it germinates, then it develops roots, sprouts, and finally emerges as a full plant. Each stage has a divine purpose. If you dig up the seed because you think it is taking too long, you destroy the potential of the fruit it is meant to produce. In the same way, God's timing is about the right season. The right people, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities must come together perfectly for your life to experience its fullest manifestation. When God's timing is perfect, things will align in ways that defy human logic. Opportunities will appear at exactly the right moment. Relationships will fall exactly when they are meant to. Doors that seemed closed for years will suddenly open. Jackpot that God has promised will arrive not a moment too soon and not a moment too late. Trusting in divine timing means that you stop comparing your journey to the timelines of others, and you embrace the pace that God has set for you. It means that you stop panicking when results do not appear immediately, and instead cultivate patience, perseverance, and faith that what is meant for you cannot be taken away. The perfection of divine timing also teaches you to value your current season. Every waiting period is an opportunity for preparation, growth, and refinement. God is shaping your character, teaching you discipline, and strengthening your faith so that when the blessing comes, you are ready to handle it with wisdom and integrity. Nothing is wasted. Every struggle, every moment of waiting, and every challenge is a building block for your breakthrough. Understand this: divine timing is not random. It is intentional, strategic, and precise. God's timing ensures that when your blessing comes, it will be sustainable and transformational. The jackpot is not just about what you receive, it is about the person you have become in the waiting. The preparation, the lessons, and the alignment that happen in God's timing are what make the blessing truly extraordinary. So stop rushing. Stop worrying. Stop doubting. Trust that God's timing is perfect. Embrace the waiting season with faith, knowing that every moment is working together for your good. Prepare yourself, position yourself, and be ready to step into the fullness of what God has promised, because His timing is always perfect. Preparation is the foundation of every great success. It is not enough to desire a blessing, to dream of a breakthrough, or to pray for favor. God's blessings require readiness, and readiness is cultivated through preparation. Many people fail to receive the fullness of what God has promised because they are not prepared to receive it. Preparation is more than planning. It is the deliberate process of aligning your mind, your heart, your skills, and your spirit with the opportunities and responsibilities that lie ahead. It is the secret behind why some people succeed effortlessly while others struggle despite their hard work and prayers. When God says that a blessing is coming, it is not simply a gift that falls into an unprepared hand. The hands must be ready to hold it, the heart must be ready to steward it, and the mind must be ready to manage it. Imagine receiving a great fortune without understanding how to manage it. It would quickly be lost, wasted, or misused. In the same way, every divine opportunity requires that you have developed the wisdom, character, and skills necessary to handle it responsibly. Preparation is the bridge between promise and fulfillment. Without it, blessings may be delayed or even wasted, not because God is unwilling, but because you are not ready to receive fully. Preparation involves self-reflection, discipline, and growth. It means identifying your weaknesses and strengthening your character. It means learning, practicing, and refining the gifts and talents that God has given you so that you are capable of using them effectively when the moment comes. It requires sacrifice, patience, and focus. Many women want the reward, but few are willing to invest the effort required to prepare themselves for it. But the truth is that preparation transforms you from someone who merely hopes for blessing into someone who is ready to maximize it. Preparation also includes aligning your life with God's principles. It is not enough to be talented or intelligent. Your heart and intentions must be pure, and your actions must reflect integrity. God's blessings cannot be placed in hands that are dishonest, careless, or unfaithful. When you prepare spiritually, morally, and mentally, you create a fertile ground where divine favor can take root and flourish. Preparation cultivates the wisdom to recognize opportunities, discipline to act with consistency, and the resilience to overcome obstacles along the way. Furthermore, preparation allows you to seize the moment when it comes. Life does not wait for anyone. Opportunities pass quickly. And when the right moment arrives, you must be ready to act decisively. Those who have prepared in advance move with confidence, clarity, and authority. They are not paralyzed by doubt, fear, or indecision. They step forward with the assurance that they have done the work necessary to make the most of the blessing that is about to manifest. Understand this. Preparation is not passive. It is active, intentional, and strategic. It requires vision, planning, and consistent effort. It is the practice of becoming the person who can carry the blessing God has promised. It transforms potential into reality. It builds confidence, sharpens skill, and strengthens faith. Every successful woman knows that behind every great achievement is a season of preparation. So do not underestimate preparation. Do not ignore it or rush past it. Your blessings are waiting, but they will be most effective and most lasting when you are ready. Prepare your mind, prepare your heart, prepare your spirit, and prepare your skills. Position yourself, refine yourself, and grow into the woman who can receive and steward the divine jackpot that God has prepared for you. Preparation is the key that unlocks the door to greatness, and it is the pathway to a life of purpose, favor, and abundance. Faith is the key that unlocks every breakthrough in life. It is not wishful thinking, nor is it mere hope. Faith is the unwavering confidence that what God has promised will come to pass, even when circumstances seem impossible. Many women limit themselves because they rely solely on what they feel, or what appears possible by human standards. But faith transcends the limitations of the natural. It reaches into the supernatural. It allows you to see beyond the present moment, to believe in what is not yet visible, and to act with conviction even when the outcome is uncertain. Faith is the engine that propels you toward divine breakthroughs. And without it, blessings remain dormant, opportunities pass, and potential remains unrealized. Breakthroughs do not come through luck or coincidence. They come through faith in action. Faith is not passive. It demands movement, obedience, and risk. When you believe that God has a greater plan for your life, you begin to align your decisions, your habits, and your thoughts with that reality. You begin to walk in ways that position you for the favor and opportunities that God is preparing. Faith challenges the status quo, defies doubt, and confronts fear. It pushes you forward when everything around you says to quit, retreat, or settle. Every breakthrough story in history is a testimony of faith overcoming impossibilities. Faith also shapes your perception of challenges. Obstacles and difficulties are not signs of failure or reasons to despair. They are tests and opportunities for your faith to grow stronger. When faced with setbacks, a woman of faith does not panic. She trusts that every challenge is part of the process, part of God's plan to prepare her for the next level of blessing. Faith allows you to maintain focus on the promise rather than the problem. It gives you the courage to persist, the vision to see possibilities where others see limitations, and the strength to endure when waiting seems endless. Moreover, faith is the channel through which divine favor flows. God responds to those who trust in Him completely. When your faith is steadfast, doors that seem permanently closed begin to open. Favor is released, opportunities align, and connections appear at precisely the right time. Faith positions you to receive these breakthroughs fully and to steward them wisely. It is not simply believing that something good will happen. It is believing in God's character, His timing, and His perfect wisdom to bring it to pass. Faith also inspires action. It is impossible to have real faith without doing something that demonstrates it. Whether it is speaking words of declaration, stepping out in obedience, or making strategic choices aligned with God's promises. Faith motivates you to move forward even when results are not immediately visible. Every step taken in faith is a seed planted for the breakthrough you are destined to experience. Without faith, potential remains dormant, doors remain closed, and divine plans remain unrealized. Understand this: faith unlocks breakthroughs because it connects the natural with the supernatural. It turns vision into reality, prayers into answers, and promises into fulfillment. It gives you the courage to act, the patience to wait, and the wisdom to recognize the opportunities God has prepared for you. Breakthroughs are not random. They are the result of faith in motion. So, cultivate faith. Nurture it daily through prayer, declaration, and obedience. Trust God's promises and move with confidence, knowing that your breakthrough is not just possible, it is guaranteed by the faith that you carry. Faith unlocks the doors that no human effort can open, and it positions you to step into the jackpot that God has been preparing for your life. Your faith is your key. Hold it firmly, act boldly, and watch as breakthroughs manifest beyond your wildest expectations. When God speaks of the jackpot, He is not speaking only of money, possessions, or material wealth. The divine jackpot is multidimensional. It encompasses every area of life: your spiritual growth, your relationships, your health, your influence, your opportunities, and your sense of purpose. Too many people limit their understanding of blessings to what can be seen or measured, but God's favor operates on a much higher level. True abundance touches every aspect of your life. And the jackpot is designed to bring complete transformation, not just temporary satisfaction. Understanding this principle allows you to recognize that when God blesses you, it is for a purpose far greater than personal gain. It is for impact, legacy, and the fulfillment of your destiny. The multidimensional jackpot begins with your spirit. Spiritual breakthrough is the foundation of all other blessings. When your faith is strong, your character is aligned, and your relationship with God is intimate, you are positioned to receive and sustain every other form of blessing. Spiritual readiness ensures that your heart is pure, your motives are aligned with God's will, and your perspective is grounded in eternal truth. Without spiritual maturity, material blessings can lead to pride, confusion, or misuse. But when your spirit is nurtured, the jackpot is not only received, it is multiplied and sustained. The jackpot also touches your relationships. Favor from God often arrives through people, connections, mentorship, collaboration, and support networks are part of the divine blessing that God has prepared. Relationships aligned with God's will open doors, create opportunities, and provide encouragement and guidance. A true jackpot impacts your family, your community, and those you influence. It is not meant to be hoarded. It is meant to be shared, expanded, and multiplied in ways that elevate others as well as yourself. Health and well-being are another dimension of the jackpot. True abundance cannot flourish in a life burdened by neglect of the body or mind. Energy, vitality, and mental clarity are blessings that allow you to pursue your purpose with vigor. God's favor is holistic. When the jackpot comes, it elevates your ability to live fully, think clearly, and act decisively. Physical and mental well-being are tools that empower you to seize opportunity and make the most of the divine abundance God has provided. Influence and impact form another critical dimension of the jackpot. Blessings are not just for personal satisfaction. They are a platform for purpose. When you receive divine favor, you are given the power to inspire, guide, and uplift others. Influence allows you to leave a legacy, to shape the lives of people around you, and to make a difference in your community and beyond. A multi-dimensional jackpot ensures that your blessings ripple outward, create value and transformation in ways that extend far beyond your immediate life. Finally, the jackpot encompasses opportunity and purpose. God's blessings arrive in the form of door opening, opportunities presenting themselves, and alignment with your true calling. These opportunities may manifest in your career, your education, or ventures that expand your vision. They allow you to fulfill your destiny, step into your purpose, and leave a mark on the world that cannot be erased. Every dimension of the jackpot works together to elevate your life to a level that reflects God's perfect plan. Understand this: the jackpot is never one-dimensional. It is not simply wealth or comfort. It is holistic, transformative, and purpose-driven. God's favor touches every area of your life, lifting you spiritually, emotionally, relationally, physically, and professionally. When you prepare yourself, live in faith, and align with God's principles, you position yourself to receive the full, multi-dimensional blessing that He has been preparing for you. The divine jackpot is complete abundance, and it is ready for you to step into it. Receiving a blessing is only the beginning. How you manage it determines its impact and longevity. God's jackpot is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. To receive with wisdom and integrity means that you understand the value of stewardship, that you honor the source of your blessing, and that you act in a way that reflects maturity, discernment, and character. Many people receive great opportunities, wealth, or influence only to squander them through carelessness, pride, or short-sighted decisions. True success is measured not by what you receive, but by how you use it to fulfill your purpose and to benefit others. Wisdom and integrity are the principles that transform a blessing into a legacy. Wisdom begins with understanding the weight of the gift. When God opens doors, provides resources, or elevates your life, it is not merely for personal gratification. The jackpot comes with expectations to make decisions that honor God, to serve others, and to invest in your destiny and the lives of those around you. Receiving wisely requires discernment. You must evaluate opportunities, avoid impulsive decisions, and consider the long-term consequences of your choices. Impulsive or unwise actions can turn blessing into burden. A wise woman seeks guidance, applies knowledge, and acts with intention, ensuring that every step she takes with her blessing brings growth, stability, and fulfillment. Integrity is the heart of receiving rightly. It is the moral compass that ensures that your actions are consistent with your values, your faith, and your purpose. Integrity protects you from corruption, exploitation, and mismanagement. When you handle your blessings with honesty and transparency, you not only honor God, but you also earn the trust and respect of others. Integrity ensures that your blessing becomes a platform for influence rather than a source of destruction. Without integrity, even the most extraordinary jackpot can crumble, but with it, every blessing multiplies and sustains its impact for generations. Receiving with wisdom and integrity also involves gratitude. Recognizing the source of your blessing keeps your heart humble and your mind focused. When you are thankful, you see the value of what has been entrusted to you, and you make decisions that protect and expand it. Gratitude aligns your mindset with abundance rather than entitlement, creating a cycle of continual blessing. Those who receive without appreciation risk losing the very thing they coveted, because blessings are nurtured through acknowledgement, stewardship, and respect. Another critical aspect of receiving with wisdom and integrity is responsibility. Every blessing carries responsibility, whether it is resources, influence, or relationships. How you manage what has been entrusted to you reflects your readiness for greater opportunities. A woman who receives wisely does not hoard, misuse, or waste what God has given her. She invests in growth, service, and purpose. She uses it to fulfill her destiny, to uplift others, and to create lasting impact. Responsibility transforms blessings into instruments of purpose and legacy. Finally, to receive with wisdom and integrity means to maintain consistency in character regardless of circumstances. Your behavior should not be dictated by fortune or favor, but by principle. When the jackpot arrives, it is a test of who you have become during the preparation period. The real measure of success is how you act when the world is watching and when no one is watching. True wisdom and integrity ensure that the blessing you receive does not only elevate your life temporarily, but positions you to leave a lasting mark on the world. Understand this: blessings without wisdom and integrity are fragile. They can be lost, wasted, or misused. But when you receive with discernment, honor, gratitude, and responsibility, your blessings multiply, your influence expands, and your legacy is secured. Prepare yourself not only to receive, but to manage with excellence. The jackpot is not just about what comes to you. It is about what you do with it and how it elevates your life and the lives of those around you.